Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages. I'm here with a reading for all Cancerian placements. And since you're ruled by the moon, let's start out with a few moon messages. Actually, switch decks here. All right, so this is a timeless reading. General, only take what resonates and respectfully leave the rest. Thanks. You have a waxing crescent moon here. So this is about the current energies being on your side, sort of rebuilding, okay? Motivating in some way. Maybe you're feeling inspired. Let's see what we have here. We have the supermoon. So you will emerge triumphant in the end. Yes, and I'm not sure when you're reading this, but I am filming it in October, so 2024. So there is another supermoon coming up on the 17th. You may notice that you are especially sensitive to those energies around that time or to this particular moon. Things could really come to light for you. And you have moonstruck here. So you may be or have someone in your life who is a car person. You know what I mean by that. This is about avoiding the temptation of shiny objects and distractions. I am getting this sort of pull, like somebody possibly wanting to be in a relationship with you of some kind, or like a committed relationship. So we can see what that could be. Let's get a few tarot cards to start. And then we'll switch to a regular tarot deck or another tarot deck. Let's see. We're going to go over love, money. We go over a little bit of everything really that needs to come in. Overall key messages, like 3 big messages, that maybe need to come through. Your guides want you to know. You have the Empress, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Very similar looking to the Empress, but yeah, so there's a lot of independence here, okay? I am getting something about someone being independent as far as something to do with maybe with a car, some kind of other large purchase here, or a loan or something. So we have 9 of Pentacles. Now there are grapes in that garden there, and of course grapes they're very difficult to grow, but it's kind of like that energy where you really need to stick at something for a long time. So let's see what else we have here. And 9, you could be nearing the end of something. Maybe you're just about to pay off a debt, or you're about to close one chapter here and starting another one. Okay, we have the Page of Swords here. I'm getting some information about whatever you're doing or going into here or leaving. Make sure you're getting all the information though. All right, this is also coming in here. So we're going to go here. So you'll emerge triumphant in the end, but there's an achievement coming in. There's success here with whatever's going on here. But it's about, like, there could be some hesitation here, and it could be just that you don't have all the information. Something may not be quite clear, but these current energies are on your side here, because when you have the waxing crescent, meaning it's building, the moon's building that, and then you have this 9 of Pentacles. I mean, they're energies that really support each other. So, and then you have the 10 of Wands here. So again, it's like avoiding the temptation of shiny objects. Remember, you had the full moon card here with this car, and it's sort of like some of you may be tempted to make some sort of big commitment or purchase or something right now, or to get off track in some way. It's reminding me of the Chariot card, which actually is your card in tarot. And let's see what else we have. I like the moon messages for you, as you are ruled by the moon. We're going to get a few more of those. And we'll go into what all of this means, but these are kind of like 3 main messages that maybe your spirit guides want you to know right now, okay? All right, so you have your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. For some of you, it is about like putting things into writing, maybe coming up with an actual step-by-step plan or some guidelines about how you're going to go about things. So we have more earth sign energy. So, the 9 of Pentacles is also earth sign energy. So full moon in Taurus here. And now Taurus is ruled by Venus. So there's also, some of you may actually be getting this chance to move forward in some sort of commitment, but it's like now you have to iron out the details. Like say you're, you've been in a long distance relationship, either with work or romance or something, and now it's like having to put a plan in place that's practical and how you're going to be together. Oh, and then we have a new romantic cycle begins, and this is a new moon in Libra, and around the time I'm doing this, there is in fact a new moon in Libra. So that's interesting. It's actually a solar eclipse too. So there's could be and again, this could be the part though that you're wanting more information on, or you just kind of want like reassurance or assurance in some way. Putting that on top of the earth sign. I find it interesting that you have earth sign here, 9 of Pentacles, and then you have another earth card with Taurus. Then you have this this air page of swords with this air energy of Libra. So it's pretty interesting. I am getting things falling into place. So some things are. So then there's something else here about, there's something about nothing's going to come of this if you let yourself be burned out. Okay, if you're not clear on your responsibilities, and if you're not clear on how you're going to go about things, that's kind of like, and if there's something on your mind that's really weighing you down, like there's something about that's not, it's kind of like focus more on what you do want. So there's another main message from your spirit guides is, staying on course, staying on track, and just know that nothing's going to come of this of worrying. So it's like kind of like there isn't really any purpose in that. It's more about you putting things into. So okay, so three main messages so far. You putting your dreams in more of a practical sense, like how you're making plans. Okay, so planning for something that you've been wanting for some time. Could be financial planning that you're doing. It could be a variety of things, or even like I said, rebuilding or starting a new relationship, or bringing something to the next level. It could even be your spiritual practices that you're bringing to the next level, and you're coming up with ways you're going to, like a self-care plan, And then there is a new romantic cycle or commitment for some of you, and it's so getting kind of clear on that and realizing that you will end up triumphant whatever way you go. You may be overthinking something right now, and the grand message from spirit right now is the worrying's not really going to get you anywhere, right? It's more about staying focused and not letting that sort of energy override you and tire you and burn you out and distract you. All right. So some of you do have this new cycle coming in. You may be learning something new at this time, and they're saying get all the information. So come up with a practical plan, get all the information, and do not go off course, off track here, really, unless you know for sure that where you were headed was not right. So those are the three overall main messages, but then we're going to build upon them using more tarot and oracle cards. All right. So for today, we're going to use the Wild Reflections Tarot by Spell. All right, and the decks I use are generally in the description box. Messages for your greatest highest good. We have the Moon. Not surprised. That's your card. One of them. Well, you and Pisces. You're ruled by the Moon, but Pisces card is High Priestess and Moon for them. But oh wow, okay. So you have the World, the Moon, and the Eight of Wands. So in the order they came out was the Moon, right, and then you have the World, and then you have the Eight of Wands. So once you're closing out something here, so the Moon's having to do with like things being exposed, or you getting more clarity here, because it looks as though this person actually is finally getting the clarity they've needed. There's something here about like blending you have this domesticated dog here, and then you have the wolf here, and it's kind of about merging energies. All right. And kind of like staying in touch with that sort of like maybe that dream you've always held, but then also putting it into like practical terms, like that domesticated animal there, the dog, and again, sort of merging of energies. So it's okay to be a dreamer, but make sure you also have some plans. And this also has to do with cycles. Okay. So the cycles of the Moon, you obviously, being a Cancer, being ruled by Cancer, or having strong Cancer in your chart, the Moon does seem to influence you and impact you. So, that could be something you're really noticing too. The World card here, and you have it right on top of a new romantic cycle begins. It can be anything you love, but it does specifically say romantic. So it has something to do with an personal relationship for you here, Cancer. With the World, it's like, yes, you really can have it all, but you're closing. Something else needs to be closed. We need to close out one cycle before starting a next, like a new one here. And once you do that, once you've assured, like you've definitely closed things out, you're not going to maybe feel as hesitant to get into something else. All right. So this is about, some sort of success. Something is fated here. Okay. It's destined to happen. And then you have this Eight of Wands. Okay. So whatever's closing out, whatever you're wrapping up, it is so that you can have this new beginning. It is so that you can have this overall, it's like, it's sort of an uplifting energy here. I am getting something about December, so I don't know when you're watching this, but they're kind of giving me like Hanukkah as well. So the number 8 could mean something to you. It's also an 8, so maybe 88 means something to you. And then I noticed, the moon. We've got, that's coming into. So that's actually I think they might have the wrong number on the moon. It says 17, and 17 is actually the star. So that's interesting. They have this mismarked. Interesting. So there's actually now nothing happens by accident in these readings, and I'm just going to tell you, what are you miss? There might be something like right under your nose. So there could be an answer right in front of you that you're not considering or that you haven't considered, or there's something here about not making things more difficult than they need to be. But wow, that's amazing that they did that in the deck. Oh wow. So yeah, making sure that you yourself aren't making sort of obvious errors, but there's something. It's like around the moon cycles, like the new moon, super moon, wherever you are, whenever you're reading this, it could be that you get this like real massive like revelation breakthrough. Maybe because we're in eclipse season now, you're getting that information now, but there's something here that's going to then open things up for you, for things to actually build momentum and move a lot quicker. The number 1111 is something you could be resonating with at this time. That's divine timing. It's having to do with excuse me, having to do with giving things up a little bit to the universe here. Seeing how things shake out without, again, there's this emphasis on not over worrying. There's something here about kind of breathing and kind of letting things just be. Right, let's see, this one's sticking out, and we're going to go on top too. Let's see here if there are any other miss markings here on here. Okay, so you have the Tower, card 16, you have the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so where you put your attention and energy, that's what's going to grow. So make sure you're being very careful and selective. Okay, you have repeating 8s here in this reading so far. So 888 could mean something to you. Now that does tie into blessings, abundance. There's also something here about you being that magician, that some of you are mastering your craft, or you really are like the top of your field or top of your game there, There's something here too, again, I'm getting this message of like something isn't as it seems, and that would be supported by the moon card, especially since it's misnumbered in this deck. So there is something like, yes, something just is not as it's supposed to be or as it seems. You could think one thing, something's going one way and then it goes another, and that could be sort of this Tower moment for you. It's kind of like seeing a bird and then realizing, oh, I thought it was an eagle and it's actually a hawk. Or there's something about that. Like, just make sure you're really looking at things carefully, because this is the card that would fall on top of this Page of Swords too. All right. So, after that Tower, you do get that new cycle. Here, you've got the new cycle begins here with the Libra card. You've got this new, you've got the World card as well, which is another card of this new cycle. So there's something coming in. What is it going to be for each person? Well, that's going to be your story to tell. So yeah, wherever you're putting your attention, your energy, that's what's going to grow. So you're making sure you're being very careful with who you're giving your time and energy to. So you're holding on to, make sure you keep some for yourself, but make sure you're willing to let go of whatever is not serving you, because that's what this 4 of Pentacles has to do with too. It's like, what are you holding on to for fear of letting go? That kind of energy. Let's get another tarot card for each of these to clarify a little bit. Oh, all right. So we have, this is the 5 of Wands here. So, there's this, and then we've got, and then this and this. Okay, so I am getting something about drama. There's a little bit of drama here. It could be related to past trauma, actually, with a person. I'm getting more Taurus energy here. Now, Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus, so this could be a loving relationship, some sort of love relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic, but could be. There's a past betrayal here, but it's in the past. Because you have bigger and better things that you're focusing on. You're actually focusing more on what is going to help you get the blessings in life that you desire, that you want. The thing, it's like you're more focused on that, and you don't have time for whatever this old energy is. I don't know if maybe somebody's going to try to contact you and come back in or whatever, but you do have that Empress. Now, I was seeing the Empress, I thought that Nine of Pentacles at first was the Empress, and it's not. But the Empress does. It has to do here. The Empress is now is what I'm trying to say. The number 58 could mean something to you. Maybe you're 58, or even maybe your lucky number's 13. So there's a couple of numbers coming in, just intuitively speaking here. And with the Empress, it's about being in the flow. You are pregnant with possibilities, right? Some of you are past your fertile years, and I can relate to that, but as far as like a pregnancy of a child, but this can be so many different possibilities. Remember, the Empress possesses the power and energy and abilities of all four queens. So this is really about you being calm because you've aligned to what it is that's going to help you master your goals, reach your goals, and just feel your most true self in this life. So there is something coming in there. There's a lot of light being shed on a particular situation. This could be something just about things. This also there's also some kind of possibly, and I don't like to say the word on, especially during an election, but government, there's, you may be waiting for something from the government, or you may have actually been owed some money or something like that. So I'm going to kind of have a message about that. Excuse me. This could definitely connect right to your resources too. Let me get a card on that. So overall outcome, we have 4 of Wands. So that looks like, whatever that is, that could certainly be, but it's going to be in divine timing because this is the 4 of Wands, a celebration and achievement, things being on your side. But there's a reason, for whatever reason, it's like it has to do more with the organization itself not being maybe as efficient. But you are going to get your payout. For some of you, you are going to be able to dance this happy dance. But with the 1111, it is sort of like this divine timing. You're being asked to wait for a reason. It's almost like maybe you need to plan as though you're not going to get that money. Now, it doesn't have to just be government. It could be something legal. So they're wanting you to basically like plan your life in case that doesn't come through, because it's not going to necessarily come through for all of you. It's a general reading, right? But assume good things, like hope for the best, and then they say like plan for the worst. So it's like, making sure that you're still doing other things in your life that where you could still be independent without needing that money. But some of you need that money and you can't be independent without it. I get that. But so this could be even something about like, applying for disability or something to that effect. But it does look like when I get the 4 of Wands, that's one of the best cards you can receive when you're looking in sort of an outcome situation here. Yeah, let's see. And remember, no one can take away your experiences from you. They want me to tell you that. And the 6 of Pentacles. All right. So this is, again, I'm getting something about, like, especially if you are going to get some sort of big upgrade in some way, others may be finding you very attractive all of a sudden, and they might want some of what you have. And it could be some of you are going through this like spiritual upgrade. And so, you're just going to be attracting a lot of people. Maybe they want you to kind of, solve their problems or help them out in some way, but always make sure that you're always saving enough for yourself here. Also that 6 of Pentacles, it can also have to do sometimes with justice and making sure that you yourself have enough for yourself, that you have enough to go around before you go and give your time, money, that sort of thing. Before you don't just try. In other words, be mindful of your resources, including your energy, right, and your love, and don't just go giving it all away, right? Let's see. Let's get another overall message here. So far the decks I use, I have the Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Again, this was the Wild Reflections, and then I have a Moon Manifestation deck by Yasmin Boland, and then the Round Tarot cards, and then there was the Maruka X Moon Dreaming Oracle is what I started with. Okay. Some people, they want to know, so I list them, but then they don't look or they don't know which one I'm talking about. So now I've just told you as well. All right, there we go. So we have Desert, Vision Quest, something's unfolding. And then we want 2 on this last one. Okay, perspective. Yeah, again, with the synergy card and then with the green man here and then the Milky Way perspective, this has totally to do with, being in that energy abundance already. So that way you're attracting what it is you want. You're protected. You need to know that you're protected here. There's actually a lot of like earth energy protecting you. Maybe you realize that you feel most connected to nature. You feel safest maybe when you're in nature and away from all the grind or whatever. Maybe some of you are feeling as though you're just needing to kind of be in your home a bit more, but there is something here about just making sure your energies are aligning, like what you're putting your time and effort into. Remember, like with this Eight of Pentacles, that's what you're going to grow more of. So there is that, and just making sure that you're very clear on what it is you want to bring in with perspective, and be open to more than one way. That's what they're telling me about that message too. Okay, so then with this unfoldment here with the lotus flower, yeah, things are unfolding. Again, they're bringing me back to this Four Wands in that divine timing. Okay, but there is going to be some sort of victory here. Remember that Thich Nhat Hanh book, No Mud, No Lotus, right? And it's kind of like without the difficult times, without the dark, would we see the light? Would we appreciate the light as much? So those are the kind of questions that we're being asked to ask ourselves. Yeah, with the Hierophant in the Tower and the World, I do feel some of you could actually be ending a relationship with someone who behaves like a tyrant. Okay, that name did come in. That did come in. That word there. So it could just be you're trying to move a very stubborn energy, and it's like trying to move mountains or something. So some of you could be feeling that way. But I feel as though you've learned what you can from that situation. And now it's like decision time basically. And then you have Vision Quest here with Desert. And this is because it does have that moon underneath and things, things are not what they seem. Again, this is like, is something an optical illusion, or is it really, or is it true? Like for example, if someone's, all dehydrated, or even if they're not, and they're walking through the desert, things may look, closer than they are, like kind of like, what is it, a mirage? So make sure you're not falling for that sort of thing, and that you're being really honest with yourself so that things can unfold, and you're wrapping things up that need to be wrapped up, ending those so that you have these other blessings coming in. So again, those are like kind of the three main messages. Let's get some other cards here. This is an unnamed Midnight Oracle deck. It had a name when I bought it. It's not on the back, so I don't know what it is, but you could go to Midnight Oracle and find out about all their decks there. So let's see what we get for you. I'm getting something about fireflies and butterflies. You have process. All right. So now this message is sort through emotions that are blocking you and keeping you small. So this is tell the negative talk to be quiet. Choose peace. And the affirmation, which you may want to type or not, or write out or say out loud, my past no longer controls me. That's what I was getting from this middle here, that there was something either in your present or in your past that is controlling you, a person or just an energy overall. So it's about kind of freeing yourself from that. And some of you, like I said, you may feel as though you're moving mountains, but to the past no longer controls you. And then you have be content. So with be content, this is about wanting what you already have and being thankful for it. So being happy in the now, because gratitude brings you peace. And it says, I love my life. My heart is open. And then you have align. That's so interesting because this is falling right on top of, the Empress energy and the synergy energy and the perspective. So this is about you asking Spirit to send you inspiration, signs, support, intending that the goal is for your highest good. Check in often with Spirit. The universe guides me and supports me. That's the affirmation there. And let's go and get... Let's get specifically, I want to get money, something to do with money for you. So what do you have coming up in money? This is a money and job oracle that I got on Amazon, I think. So, well, we have 3 cards here. You have pay your bills, debt. Yeah. So some of you are able to pay off a debt. And some of you, actually, I am getting this sort of like this information. So we have unemployment here, and that's if you're already unemployed. Okay. Debt, and paying bills. So I do get some of you, for some of you, it's like not obvious. It's kind of obvious. It's like, don't sign up for something you can't afford, that sort of thing. But some of you, right now, I'm also getting that song, Groove is in the Heart. I forget who sings it. Maybe B-52. I can't remember. But anyway, there's that song. Groove is in the heart. Yeah. Okay. Groove is in the heart is what it is. Okay. So anyway, they're giving me that song. That could be a confirmation for you. Maybe you like that song, whatever. I'm also being brought back to like 20s, like if when you were in your 20s or something. All right. So there's maybe you had a stretch of unemployment, and you're feeling those feelings again for whatever reason. You're working through that, but maybe you have this sort of fear of losing money or something because you felt that, in your earlier stages in life, or maybe you're feeling that again now and it's making you feel as though you're starting over, as though you're in your 20s. I know that can be scary. I've done it myself. And I'm doing it actually. So this is, there's stress with that. Okay. There's a lot of stress with that, but, now I want to get another card on that. Actually, let's get one from the top. So performance evaluation. Okay. So like, don't try not to be too hard on yourself for whatever this is. And just instead, again, it's like instead of focusing on the debt, focus on, what you can pay. Okay. Or what you can do right now, because there's again, something about you aligning to what the energy you want to be in. All right. Yeah. Because credit repair, some of you may be focusing on how to rebuild and how to fix credit and that sort of thing. And again, there's this big rebuilding energy and realizing that is a process. Okay. There's that quote, focus on the journey, not the destination. There's kind of a reminder there. Some of you may have a performance evaluation coming up. We are finishing up third quarter. So that could be something that's also coming in for you. And then I just heard you have creativity. We have that. You might be getting that aha light bulb moment and really kind of get this this energy of like suddenly knowing where to go. Also, Gold Dust Oracle here by Midnight Oracle. Let's see what else we have coming in. Then we're going to move over to love for a moment. You have real riches. Yeah, so there is a real offer coming in some way. If you know you have enough, you are rich and want what you have. You have it already. This literally says, want what you already have. And then this one says, want what you have. Gratitude creates wealth. So there's a huge message there about that. All right. Again, it's like focusing whatever you want, focus on that, like not overly focused. You have to basically set an intention, take actions, and just kind of like leave it up to the gods or whatever, whoever you believe in, to the universe to kind of like, some things are not in our control, right? Like we're not on the same timeline as everybody else. So that can impact what happens with us too. Other people following through, not following through, needing to teach us a lesson in some way. I swear, sometimes people are just put on our path to teach us a certain lesson. And once we get it, then they're gone, but it has to do with like their journey just as much as it has to do with our journey. So yeah, that's why we can't always know exactly when something's coming in or why something did or didn't. And then you also have home base. Yeah, some of you I know are wanting to work from home. This is where you may feel most comfortable. This is your home feeding your soul, though. So making sure. So this is about wanting to break away, but make sure your home is in order and you can actually support yourself. Because you want to. Your creativity is going to really thrive in environments that are clean and organized and good energy. And you have wisdom here, the owl. So again, that has to do with perspective. And you just keep getting this about, shifting perspective. So imagination rules the world. Whatever you create becomes who you are. So choose wisely. So being very mindful of your thoughts and not allowing others to come in. All right, let's see what else we have. Let's get a message from the universe. No, let's get first we're going to get something to do with love. Okay, this is a Maruka X Clarifying Love Situations deck. There it is. Someone may want to apologize or give you like for what it's worth, I really enjoyed blah, 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 whatever. So there's, yes, unexpected, right? So this could be just, expect the unexpected. Someone could send you, I'm getting that blast from the past. You could hear from an ex or something, but there's something surprising here. Something, also something very random or something moving very quickly when it comes to love and other relationships. Wow, that was a flipper. And then this one, apology, I told you. Yeah. So this is an apology for somebody's coming in. Now, just because they apologize doesn't mean you have to, well, maybe you have them blocked, so you may not know, but know that some people are feeling kind of bad for how things turned out, and that's not a you problem, right? So this is or maybe you choose to forgive. So you could come, this is like someone coming in to renew something that was once lost. Maybe you want to get that closure, or maybe you want to make things right with them as well and start over. But some of you, they could even send you flowers or even an emoji of like flowers or a heart or something. Then you have the devil. Oh my goodness. So, could be Capricorn energy, other earth sign energy. Just again, I'm getting that this was probably a stubborn person, somebody who wouldn't go to the next level with you, possibly somebody who maybe actually was kind of like had an obsessive energy. But this could be something. It could be some sort of just control issues, manipulation, that sort of thing. So be very careful in your choice. And then there's risk here. So this could be, feeling like it's risky if you're going to trust or not. Okay, taking chances, taking that leap of faith. Let's find out something a little more like if you're in or wanting. So there is connecting here for some of you who are either already with somebody, you're growing your connection, it's getting stronger, or some of you are actually going to meet somebody new. So this is new love. Cupid, Cupid, that's coming again. New love. I just said this is new love, and then we have new love on this card. All right. Could I get also Sagittarius energy is coming in? Maybe it'll happen during Sag season. And then you have love is in the air. So I love how like I asked about kind of overall, and then I got certain cards, and then I asked about actually if you're already in a relationship or wanting one. Then we get all these like new love, strong love, being available, commitment, potential. So I just love that. So there are some really good things coming in for those of you who are focusing on that and wanting that. Just, make sure you take it slow, cassette. Oh, back in time. So music could be connecting you. Also the name Cassie or Cassandra or something like that could come in. I'm getting the name Blake as well. But this could be somebody, there's something too here about just, some of you or them, they could be replaying kind of things that went on or went down, or maybe you're reminiscing together or separately. Okay, maybe even an anniversary, or maybe you've known each other for a while. And there's heartbreak here coming in for some, and that's just it. Pain is essential for growth, is what we're getting off this card. So it could just be, maybe it's a breakup. It's some sort of maybe grieving. You could be grieving the loss of a partner or the loss of the love itself you once had. But if you are starting something new, we do have baby steps. Okay. Maybe you have children with this person too, for some of you. And this is about, again, if you're going to get back into something, you don't necessarily have to pick up where you left off. You can take it slow. I don't like that necessarily when people are like, well, let's just pick up where we left off, or a partner wants to come in and pick off where you left off. Well, do you want to pick up where you left off? Because where you left off is actually where you guys left, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no, don't you want to, it would be like a new start is what you'd want to do. And you'd want to start small and not hurry, right? Okay, and sunglasses. I'm getting that if somebody tries to come back in and suddenly they want to rush and they want to like all of a sudden commit, I'd be very suspicious about that. But that's me personally. You do you. You can take or leave this channel and advice. That's up to you completely. 33s coming in, the repeating threes you could be seeing, okay? And that's like a good sign, but it's a sign you're protected with whatever is going to happen. But you definitely want to be wise about it. I would be very suspicious of somebody that wants to come in and suddenly fast commit when they didn't want to, when you were together for like years and they didn't want to commit then. Like, why are they suddenly coming in? So that's why it's important to take it slow. All right. And make sure that you're not just focusing that you're not just so hyper focused on the moment that you're missing everything that's happening around you. Okay. So you want to be zooming in and zooming out and looking at the overall picture, okay, as well. So getting all of the information in a situation. Let's get a crystal card for you. So these crystals could be helpful for you at this time. You may want to look into them, or you may in fact already be attracted to them, and this is confirmation for you. So this is the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. Jade, be the bigger person. Yeah, some of you, like I said, there is something coming in. Maybe the person's name is Jade, or it starts with J and it's like one syllable even. But there is something coming in about they're wanting more possibly, or you wanted more and they left. Yeah, so get back into balance here with agate. Not letting anything throw you off course, okay? Top of the deck, you have pink opal. Be very kind to yourself, yeah. Don't let anybody rush you. You do not have to make a decision on everything all at once, okay? Let's get an animal card for you. see what the animals have to say. This is a Britta Bowman deck. It's like an animal healing, divine animals deck. If you enjoy this reading, please do tap that thumbs up. Consider subscribing or checking out my other channel, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. Owl. So this is the second time you now have owl. Some of you do have a loved one who's crossed over watching over you. This is also too about your perspective, okay? Making sure that you're not, they're actually, what I'm hearing right now is making sure you're not wearing those blinders. So there are those, see those are called blinders, I believe. Those actual glasses are. This is about your third eye chakra. It says generator on the card. The number 37 or 73 could be something meaningful. So what are you seeing in your mind's eye? Whatever you can imagine, you can create. Use the power of your inner vision wisely. And you also have skunk, expression, and then on the bottom you have crane, filtering perception. So there is something so strong about how you're perceiving things. Make sure you're actually getting all the information. Remember, you had that page of swords. So if you're feeling hesitant, explore that. Don't rush in, just, explore it. So if something doesn't smell right here, like with the skunk, maybe it isn't right. So this is sacral chakra, expression, card 18. Embrace your creative talents. Express your true personality without holding back. Be bold, courageous, and don't filter yourself. You shouldn't have to, right? You should be able to be truly, authentically you. And if somebody doesn't like it, well, skunk says, smell you later. Crane, filtering perception. Again, this is solar plexus chakra, card 23. What you see in the world around you mirrors your perception of yourself. Stop projecting fear and see only love. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Let's get you, I'd like to get you, definitely angel numbers. All right, definitely get you some angel numbers and an archangel card, I believe. And then we'll close the reading. This is the Celestial Angel Numbers deck by Midnight Oracle. Top of the deck, you have 5858. Now, this is the second time now that 58 has come up in this reading. So there's something here about 58. I don't know if you were born that year, if you are that age, if you live at 58 something, or you did as a child or what, but it might be on your license plate. Who knows? Actually, it could be a part of your license number. Please don't let me know if it is. Don't type your driver's license number in the comments. No, but maybe it contains 58 or 5s and 8s in general. Okay. So you have, this is your true destiny. You're on the right path. This is about strength and prayer and determination. Miracles are happening. You have 1515, higher mind. Maybe you were born on the 15th. This is your mind over matter kind of thinking. You create change. Again, what you think about, you bring about. So your thoughts do have power, and so do your words. So use your voice. You have trust and release. Card 3939. Trust things happen the way they were supposed to and that they are. This is letting go of baggage, what no longer serves you, and embracing the new. And then for consecutive number that you may be seeing is a confirmation. Consecutive number 777. Yeah, that's a sign of divine guidance. Yeah, so 777. Divine guidance here. And some of you were born in the 7th month, right? Being Cancer. So this is connecting with your spiritual guides. Connect with your spiritual guides. And speaking of spiritual guides, let's use I want to do the Archangels, the 22 Archangels Oracle here with final messages. This deck is by Kyle Gray. And let's see who you get. Who are you going to get for your Divine Archangel? Top of the deck, Ariel. Archangel Ariel. So this is about sacred activists. Okay, so this is really, it's about protecting what's right and just and letting love lead the way. Again, that's something that you had coming into your reading because you had this, protecting your energy and make sure you're mindful of where you're putting resources and that sort of thing. And then also this sort of letting go of fear and baggage and letting love lead the way. So that is your final message for this reading. And again, I hope this reading resonated in some way. And if it did, please show your support. Thank you so much.